the shadows proud.
Well, hello and welcome, everyone. Hope everyone's tip-top fantastic. Had a awesome week. I have had a pretty good one myself, actually. Hasn't been too bad. Hope, why does that keep changing? I hate how StreamYards jumps shit around. Don't know why it does it. Anyway, sorry. Like I said before, attention span of a goldfish. Shiny-itis, something changes in front of my eyes, so I've got to remedy it. Yeah, so as I was saying, I've had a pretty reasonable week. Little bit stressful. I strained this again, but because my offside, I managed to have 2 days off, so I had to go out and do it all on me Pat Malone because they sent a bloke out with me to do one job, and he lasted about 3 minutes because Birdman etiquette cut in. And one thing I can't stand is when people overstate their abilities, and it does my bloody head in. This bloke turns up to site. Good stuff, free rider. I'm glad they're working hard for you, mate. This bloke turns up the site. I've never spoken to this bloke before. We merged, long story short, we merged two of our shops and he came from the other shop. And he says to me, I asked him straight out, I said, are you familiar with doing earth moving tires? Yep. I've done, this, I've done that. Okay, no worries. I said, have you worked on scrapers? And he goes, yep, definitely. Yeah, I used to go out in the tire hand with another company. And okay, righto. Well, within 3 minutes, I worked out he was full of shit. And I just went, you know what? I can't be asked dealing with this. Mate, you're a liar. You haven't done this. You don't know what you're doing. Get out of my road before I get hurt. And he got butthurt over it. Not that I really care. But don't fucking lie to my face. It's pretty easy to catch it out when you're doing my job. And so, yeah, I ended up doing Thursday and Friday on my own. Paid the penalty for it. I come home early yesterday because my wrist was throbbing. But it is what it is. So that was a bit of a kerfuffle, Like I said, him getting all butt hurt and me just not really caring about your feelings. At the end of the day, they're feelings. Everyone's got them, and if you're worried about them, you're dealing with the wrong person. So Oh, Shrek, yes, I heard you say that on Dougie's stream during the week, mate. Try not to work too hard, brother. Jane, I feel your pain, sweetheart. It was, yeah, I've been exactly the fucking same. Exactly the same. Can't deal with bullshit and people's lies. So, wow, blast from the past. Tony, Laura, great to see you. I will run through chat. Actually, we'll do that before I continue on with my week. So let's go. We'll scroll right back up the top. Plenty of chatting already, which I love to see. It's fantastic. First up in chat was Gaming Vapor. I don't know if he's back yet. God only knows what time he put that message in, but I hope you're well, Gaming Vapor, and I hope to see you back here. Second was my brother from the mean streets of Philadelphia, Robert Lawyer. Great to have you here, mate. Hope you and yours are fantastic. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you. John Best, not John West. John Best, cheers, mate. To have you here. Hope everything is fantastic, mate, with you. My brother Dead Nodes, hope you're great, man. Keep on keeping on, mate. Loving your content. It's excellent. Keep at it, bro. Keep at it. Good, great work. Then the man, the myth, the legend that is Mr. Sawteel. I hope you are brilliant, my brother. Lovely to have you here. I hope everything is powering ahead in your world. From Jason, we drop down to oh, excuse me, I do apologize. We dropped down to Brian Enoch. Hope you've got that beer in your hand, mate. I hope you've knocked off for the week and you got your feet up, chilling out in the backyard in beautiful warm weather, because Christ only knows it's fucking cold here. It's actually, I shouldn't say that because it's not actually that bad. It's 10 degrees here, so I haven't even got the heater on. There's a point. I watched the playback from last week. There'd been updates on my computer, updates with Streamlabs, updates with StreamYards, and I heard the heater through the playback, and my voice was really, I don't know, it was like there was too much gain on my microphone. So if people can let me know how the sound quality is, I know I can never fix the glitches in the video, but hopefully the sound quality is better this week. If people can let me know if the sound is coming through, great. Craig Campbell, 19 degrees. I would just about murder for that. All good. Marky Hughes, my stepbrother. Thank you, mate. Brilliant. So, yeah, I haven't got the heater on today because listening to it, the microphone was picking it up last week and it was really pissing me off. So I don't know how it didn't piss any of you guys off. So from Brian, we go down to Kirshen Goonda. Hope you're great, Kirshen. Hope things are fantastic in your world. Yeah, man, great to have you here. Thank you. From Kirshen, the sarcasm, the viciousness that is Mallory Gates. Love to have you here, darling. You know, I think you're a kindred spirit. And cheers for being here, Mallory. Hope you are brilliant. Beautiful lady that is Leander Mangan. Arrgh. Hope you're fantastic, Leander. You and yours are all good, I hope. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Margie Smith, Smitty, great to have you here, champ. I hope you are doing brilliant. From Margie Smith, we keep scrolling down and then we get to, and hopefully I don't miss anyone, my beautiful big sister, Jane Dowd, dealing with a big pan of green chili jam. God damn, I am jealous. We've got to work out a way that you can get some of that over to me, my sweet, because that screams Birdy all day long. The donkey that is Dave Watman Handmade Coils, and that is not an insult. That is actually a compliment because he looks like he's got a baby's arm holding an apple. Dave Watman, I hope you and yours are brilliant, mate. Great having a bit of a catch up with you during the week. Thank you for being here, my brother. From Dave, we keep going, and then we get to Tim No Zebras, Tim New Zealand, my brother across the Dutch. I hope you are phantasmagorical. Hope everything is tip-top and brilliant in your world. Thank you very much for being here. From Tim across the ditch, Aileen Bell. What can we say about Aileen Bell that just hasn't been said already? Such a beautiful, supporting woman who I absolutely adore and think is just a beautiful human being. Good morning to you, Aileen. Thank you very much for being here. I do appreciate you being here. Then we go to Marky Hughes, my stepbrother. Mark, hope you're fantastic, mate. Cheers for tuning in. And good on you, mate. Thank you. Yes, James, you're preoccupied. Do not burn that chili jam. So you keep on focusing on that, and we will see you throughout the stream, no doubt. HQ72, got to shout out HQ. Got to say a beautiful big thank you. When Doug did his original stream, and while I'm on that, just see, got to focus on what is in the fore of my brain. Doug, congratulations on your streams, mate. Mate, well done. Just really, really, really well done. I don't even know if you're in chat yet. I don't think so, but well done. Anyway, back to HQ72. When Doug did his original charity stream, he won one of the spinny wheels and got some of GOT coils. Mr. Neil Tibbetts, my great friend, and HQ, without me knowing, sent me up 4 sets of GOT coils. So I've got to say a massive thank you to your HQ. I do appreciate it very, very, very much. And I hope you and yours are well. From HQ, we go to the Vaping Snowman, Mike Frost, mate. I hope you're looking after yourself. I hope everything is brilliant in your world. You're not melting. So great to have you here, Mike. Thank you very much for your continued support. My darling Brogan Lee. Great to have you here, Brogan. Thank you again for the fluid hog. That is just, yeah, like I said, it will forever hold a special place in my heart. I really appreciate it. I haven't got it set up tonight. I do have a bit of an extended buffet and a couple of things to build and go over. So hopefully you all enjoy it. And just Josh, sorry, but there's no squirters in it. So just so you know. And good morning to Just Josh. Good evening, wherever you are in the world. I know where you are in the world, but just I hope you're good, Josh. Stuart Valentine, you fucking bandit. Hope you're great, brother. Hope everything in your world is brilliant. Dave, got some, I think they're 10-ply aliens and got some mohawks in that. So I'm really excited to try them. I'm not using them tonight. The build, the resistance on them is not appropriate for the builds that I am doing tonight, in my opinion. So might be for everyone else, but not for me. So from there, we keep scrolling down from Stuart. We keep going down and down and down and down to Free Rider Vapor, England's answer to Mickey Mouse. I hope your minions are out there doing the right thing by you, brother. Great to have you here. Yeah, only 10 plies, breeze tones. It's really weird because I've got 2 chats set up. I've got the YouTube chat and then I've got the StreamYards chat. So the StreamYards chat is current. Thank you, Shrek. It's really appreciated. But on the YouTube chat is what I use to scroll through and go through who's in chat. And Aileen Bell, happy birthday, my sweet. You 21 again. You only look 21 and great. I hope you have a wonderful day and kick up your heels, girlfriend. Good for you. We keep scrolling down from Free Rider to MTLHC. Great to have you here, mate. Hope you are brilliant. Thank you very much for being here. I do appreciate it. From MTL, we get down to my little sister, the purple princess herself, Vapor Bunny. I hope you and Darren are fucking brilliant. Love to you both. And I appreciate you. You know that, darling. You've done 26 ply SSFCs, Dave. You're a fucking lunatic. From the Purple Princess, we go to Voorhees 1031. G'day, mate. I hope you are phantasmagorical. Cheers for being here. The darling that is Nikki V. Great to have you here, my sweetheart. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying your fucking swordfish. Shrek, you go and do what you got to do, mate. And hopefully you don't work too hard. From the darling that is Nikki V, we keep rolling forward. I don't think I've missed anyone as yet. And we keep rolling forward. Said g'day to Shrek. And then from Shrek, we got Craig Campbell. Mate, great to have you here. Hope you're fantastic. Thank you very much for tuning in. I do appreciate you. Just Josh, you once had a threesome using your throbbing 10-incher. I know that was plastic. So, but wishful thinking on yours and my behalf. Take that any way you want. Yeah, Jane, like I said, dickhead week with no patience. I can really appreciate that, Jane. Are you finally home now, Brian? That is brilliant, mate. Go and rip the top off a cold one. Have a little bit of shed time and chill the fuck out, brother. I know you've earned it this week. Like I said, Tony Laura jumped in chat. I hadn't seen Tony for a fair bit, but great to have you here, Tony. Thank you very much. And I've lost my place. No, back to where I was. So, yeah, Tony Laura. Oh, there's wildfires in the UK. That's a really shit go, man, because I know what they were like in Australia half a dozen years ago. So just bloody well be careful, mate, please. Gaming Vapor, it's raining cats and dogs all day. No, I don't think so, mate. I think we're next week. Next week, I believe we're supposed to be in for a fair amount of precipitation. So, yeah, not looking forward to that because that makes my job fucking difficult. Like, I come home covered in mud and looking like shit. And, well, I look like shit anyway, but that's a whole different story. I look more like shit. So, anyway, it is what it is. And Craig Campbell, you're saying it was 19 when you left for work at 4 a.m. Mate, I would be jumping for joy at that. Urban Vapes, great to have you here, mate. I hope everything is fantastic in your world. And I hope Nicole's music is doing brilliantly. Paul Cole, stay cloudy, my cloudhead brother, my fucking high-powered vaping brother. Mate, great to have you here. Man, cheers. While I'm thinking about it, another thought's just jumped into head. Anyone that's on the replay crew, I do apologize about you guys not being able to leave comments. It's not my doing. YouTube is defaulting to that for some reason. I haven't worked out why yet. I've tried multiple times to work out why. So yeah, I can't answer it yet. It's just not allowing comments for some reason. I go in and change it. You can put a comment in, and then as soon as the next stream goes up, it defaults back to no comments. So yeah, really pissing me off. But what can I do about it? I'm not that tech savvy. So from there, from Urban, we keep scrolling down to the wire wizard that is Mr. Breeze Tones. Good morning to you, my compatriot. I hope you are brilliant and everything is, yes, well in your world. Yes, I've got my beanie on this morning because I wasn't going to run the heater. I had the heater on earlier before the stream started, but yeah, like I said, I just didn't want that background noise, the microphone picking up on the heater and just creating almost like a white noise sound. It was, well, like I said, when I watched the replay back, yeah, it was most annoying to me. So, like I said, I can't imagine what it was like for you guys. Eeyore, 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 his ass is sore. Dave Watman. JVJ. John the Vaping Joker, great to have you here, my mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you are fucking brilliant, brother. Yes, Dave, Neil does do some beautiful coils. From what I haven't used them, I'll perfectly honest, haven't used them, but on the surface, they look fucking brilliant. So, yes. Okay. From there, keep scrolling down. Oh, awesome, Josh. Great to hear that you're tip top. I love hearing that. That is phantasmagorical. Neil Tibbets, mate, your ears were burning me, old China. Just saying that HQ had sent me some of your coils, mate. So I'm rather excited about that. And I'm trying to cut down a bit on my sugar. So instead of putting 6 sugars in this, I only put 4. And I'm really noticing how much stronger the coffee is, because this is equivalent to 4 cups of coffee. I think there's a litre in there. So, and I'm not a coffee snob. I'm an instant coffee person. I'm not like my wife who likes her mocha. So anyway, that's me. From Neil Tibbets, we keep scrolling down. I think I've got it. Oh, yeah, fucking bastard. Birdy, you're hopeless. From there, Gaming Vapor, that is, it's not your birthday. Oh, my apologies, Aileen. Yeah, I thought you said it was your birthday. So if someone's having a birthday bash, well, happy birthday to them. I must have misread. My apologies. Gaming, enjoying your PWM Parallel Mech Squonk. Great, man. That thing is awesome for you. I'm really pleased that you're happy with it, and that's all that matters. Nikki, yes, I do recommend 2.5 in the Turnstone RS. It is actually in my buffet tonight. I did try it with 3mm coils. I felt that this is me. I felt that it was too restricted for me with 3mm coils. I'm still using the same resistance, just a smaller diameter. So I've gone from 3mm down to 2.5. If anything, it's probably gone up a 15th probably it's gone down a wee bit in resistance, but gone up in airflow. I'm enjoying it more, definitely. So yes, I do prefer 2.5mm coils in the Turnstone RS. Rajan Sagu, well, we know it's not with your willy, mate. So you got your hands full, so can't chat, but you're watching. That really scares me if your hands are full and you're watching me. That's frightening. Marajan, I hope you are fantastic, mate. You know, I'm only tormenting you. But yeah, concentrate on what you're doing and don't go hurting yourself. From Rajan, we have AM Gaming PC. You're trying to survive the heat, mate. Yeah, look, you guys are not built for it. That's all there is to it. You know, yeah, it's just, you're not acclimatized. It's like, just like we're not acclimatized for the cold. Well, the majority of Australians are not. But yeah, I can appreciate what you're saying, mate. You just, look after yourself, stay hydrated. So we'll keep scrolling down from there. I think I'm got to be coming close to everyone now. Okay. Andy C, we are vaping. Great to have you here, Andy. I hope you are fantastic. And also White Walker, Mike, cheers for tuning in, my brother. I hope you're well. I'm going to get on to trying to make that fire bar for the grip this weekend. I had to go out and buy myself a jeweler's saw. So, God bless Amazon is all I can say. Yeah, 40 bucks for a jeweler saw with, I don't know, 40 blades or something like that, you know. Hopefully I won't snap that many, but yeah. So I'll get on to doing that this weekend, I hope. I did miss a comment up there from Urban. Oh, mate, yeah. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. And yeah, if you're into country music, Nicole's music is fantastic. So they're just going through. Oh, you're saying, yeah, White Walker, you're saying what, the heat near killed you walking around like that? Yeah, going to taking your brother-in-law for chemo. Yeah, it's knocks you around. 404, doesn't matter that you're late. Welcome, you're here, mate. That's all that matters. And right, okay, Mike, gotcha. You're here, mate. It's all that matters. I appreciate it. Yeah, Breeze Tones. I haven't used flavors, but I've used Universal Flavor and Taste Nest. With great success here, mate. So if you want to give me a call later on today and discuss it, mate, absolutely. We can discuss that, mate. No problems. And humidity, yeah, humidity sucks. Absolutely sucks. So, but anyway, getting back to my week. So that was the only vape mail that I got was the coils from HQ72, which I, like I said, I really appreciate. Pulled some shit apart, cleaned it all up, and got that all sorted out. I found an RDA that I left on the shelf that still had cotton and liquid in it, and I don't know when was the last time I used it. So that was pretty fucking disgusting. That was a good 10 minutes in the ultrasonic and then like stripping it all apart, 10 minutes in the ultrasonic and then getting in there with a scrubbing brush or little toothbrushes, which is what I use to clean my RDAs and RTAs. And so that was disgusting but good the same because it come up like brand new. Did set up something that I received in that massive parcel from Craig, but I'll go through that on my buffet. Still chugging on some of Jane's liquids that I received and mixed up some as well. So I'm supplies are stocked back up again. Gaming, I don't have a 41. I only have a 38, and I use the velocity deck. I don't use the postless deck. So, and I'm just trying to remember when I did use the postless deck. I've got a sneaking suspicion it was somewhere around 6.5 mil, mate. But that's testing my memory. I'll be honest, mate. That is seriously testing my memory. Adam, I will send you the links via text message to both Universal and Taste Nest after the stream. But remind me before I finish the stream because I'll forget because I've got a memory like an Afghani sieve. And like I said, I've used both of them without any dramas. And you can also, I know it's international, but ModFog will find you whatever concentrates you are, pretty much whatever concentrates that you want, and they will get them to you. That I know. ModFog's not here tonight because their eldest passed their driving test, so they're out celebrating, and the youngun's driving. So congratulations to their daughter, to ModFog. If you catch it back on replay, enjoy your evening. And a special mention to my little brother, the punk rock guitarist. He's been running around. Him and Amy have been running around frenetically looking after Craig's mum because she's been poorly. So hugs, kisses, and much love to you, Craig, and Craig's mum. So Craig D, nice to have you here, you Scottish Savage. I hope you're well. Cheers, mate. I hope everything is well in your world. So I suppose that we will then now, may as well, I've been yammering for 30 minutes, and we will flip over and we will breeze tones. Yes. And if there's anything that I can help you with, Adam, please don't hesitate. You know that, mate. So but I'll give you a call over the weekend, breeze tones. And then we'll go sort some shit out for you. Anyway, it's buffet time.
Neon haze in the night sky, clouds rising high.
And there you have your first butthole of the evening, leaving on a jet plane. That's a message to the vaping bogan who hopefully got out of Sicily today, because the poor bugger got caught in Sicily due to the Mount Etna erupting. And I know he's got to get back to the UK so he can then get on another plane and fly to China. And I hope Grim gets his shit sorted out with China regarding his visa and shit like that. Blaze that snail. No, I won't go that disgusting, but yeah. I once won a bet for eating a snail. My 40th birthday, someone bet me I wouldn't eat a snail. So I just picked one out of the garden, and I knew that my garden had no toxins in it because I never used to put pellets and that down for snails. And I just went, swallowed shell and all, ate the snail. Let me tell you, it wasn't fun crapping it out the next day. Yeah, because human stomach acids aren't strong enough to fucking break down a snail shell. Suki, great to have you here, mate. Hope everything is fantastic in Cologne. It's funny you say shakedown, Aileen, because I've set aside a bottle of for one of my builds tonight. And I still have a full bottle of Jammet on the shelf, unopened. And I think I've got one upstairs as well. And I got about half a bottle of Shakedown left. So, Gaming Vapor, brilliant, man. I love Shytots e-liquid. I'll say it straight out. I really fucking do. I like some more than others. And some of Jane's e-liquid really lends itself to series vaping. Like, really lends itself. Chowd Clucker. Mate, I hope you're tip-top fantastic. Mate, you just sit back, chill, and relax and have one of your favorite or two of your favorite cold beverages, mate. So, mate, yeah, enjoy. Anyway, I will now have to do a reset on this camera. Yes, Dave, apparently that mango is really nice. Thank fuck, I've got another litre of it sitting there, ready to go. Anyway, we will flip over. We will start out with my latest, and that's out of focus. Let's have a look, see. We can get that better. The QP mods or QP design Fatal mod, 2700 little mod, single battery mod with a Reverie from Ambitions on top. It took me 2 goes to get this to wick right. It is not my usual style of wicking. Not that it doesn't have the usual style of wicking that I'm used to. 2 goes, but I got it right on the second go, and it's got the Divine in it, and it is fucking divine. And the Divine is a grape soda and lemon. Really, really, really enjoying that. This bunny on the screen looks really red, but it's more of a magenta. I actually have 3 of these. I have the green and I have the blue. The blue's basically just for parts. The blue one's fucked. The green one still works. But yeah, a great little device. And this tank, even though I've got it in shorty mode, incredible flavor. Just a beautiful little mod, an absolutely beautiful little setup. RTA with mod. Then the stalwart that is the Voltro V38 V2 with the S40, and as we know, that has paired in it, which just fucking works. Then one of the ones that the Duchess sent me, the Suicide with Valhalla 30, and in that I cracked out a bottle of the Franken Atticus Boysenberry Swirl, or Birdman Swirl as it was colloquially known. Like I said, when I received this, I've had this particular mod twice and passed it on twice. I will not be passing this one on. It is one of those mods that I sold to buy other stuff and instantly regretted it. We'll be hanging on to this for grim death. And JVJ, the key lime cheesecake is fucking sensational. I love the key lime cheesecake. I have the Negus Mods and Sun Indra Blue. Actually, that's being blown out. We'll turn that light off. Indra Blue with the 3 coil on top, and that is just fucking impeccable. Is it the hardest hitting mod I own? No, it's not. It's an 18650 that is just, it's a pleasure. It's just a pleasure to use. I've got to show you this. Watch how this battery goes in and out. This thing is just, it's very similar. This just glides. Watch. Boom. Absolutely stunning. Very similar to the Omen mech mod from Omen Mods in New Zealand. So yeah, it is. Yeah, Urban. This thing is absolutely fucking gorgeous. In that, I'm using the Easy Dripper with the Lcious Strawberry Swirl, and I dare say that was a message from my wife. Very chance. Then I have the Orion from Infinite Mods with the Palmer's Powder Edition Bonza Pro RDA. In that, some of the Lcious Neapolitan, which comes through the beautiful people at ModFog / Flavour Craver. Like I said, it's a bit of an extended buffet tonight. I have the Buzzbox from, that's a bit, yeah, there we go. The Buzzbox from Modmaker UK with the Turnstone full size. Excuse me. G'day, Sean Lynch. Hope you're well, my mates. Suki, yes, I agree. That is a piece of art, that Indra Blue. the Buzz Box is a PWM mod that is triple series, so it pushes out 12.6 volts. Got the, like I said, the turnstone full size. I am running the early bird 4mm coils in this, and they are brilliant. In that is some of Jane's Saucy Sunday. And I just realized that this was unintentional. I do have the Kennedy Cobblestone with the early bird turnstone, really small, rally sport, whatever you want it. And in that is the Lcious Boysenberry Jam Scone. And last but definitely not least, for my to show my mate 404 gaming vapor. No, it's 21700, but it responds like a lipo. So I have the Noisy Cricket V1 with the Fat Daddy upgrade kit and a Goon 22, and this, let me tell you, that's fucking spicy. That's actually got 3.5mm coils in it, believe it or not. In that is some of the ModFog Welsh Custard. Yeah, they don't look it, but they are 3.5mm coils in a 22mm Goon. So that's a spicy meatball in a 22mm RDA, let me promise you. So anyway, that's Flippy Backy Ovary. And yes, this thing works a treat. It is as always living in Satan's ass, pretty much, Josh, pretty much. That's not a super low build for series, in my opinion, but it is low by most people's. 404, we'll have to do a video call and discuss the upgrade kit for you, mate, because yeah, it is a very marked improvement. I am using the 510 plate that came with the floating pin, not using the hybrid connection. Yeah, so, and yeah, really responsive. I'll get it. There we go. I find with this button on the cobblestone, if I don't hit it dead center, I get a misfire out of it. So I may need to clean, because it's got the CC switch in it, and I actually prefer the old switch to the CC switch, constant contact, continuous contact. And yeah, so I do sometimes get a bit of a misfire out of it. And 404, you was offered a Cathilla mech with a Vape Zoo legal RDA and a Regenesis mech with the matching RDA for your stubby 21 DNA. Look, I had both of those mechs by the new Death Wish mods. Constant cleaning. Yes, Adam. Constant cleaning. 100%, mate. But 404, my opinions on them, the Regenesis and the Cathilla both have to be kept spotlessly clean on your contacts, or your switch contacts, I'll be specific, for it to work effectively. The Regenesis is a more complicated firing system, and I got it brand new, right? I had to strip it down completely because it was coated in something, and it hit like a limp noodle. But as soon as I cleaned it properly, it worked flawlessly. The RDA my only gripe with the RDA was that the post holes were too small. Yeah, you really, it was a tight fit to get dual triple 26s in there. So you could do it, don't get me wrong, you could do it, but it was a tight fit. And for me, the Cathilla, there was too much movement in the button. The button was really rocky. It didn't fire dead square. If they'd have used a keyway for the when you push the button in, it was on a if they'd have squared the contact off and squared the part where the contact went through, it would have had a lot less movement, and in my opinion, would have been a much better mech. But performance was pretty good out of them. You know, I won't say it was brilliant, but it was pretty bloody good. And that to me is a fair trade. But then again, I don't particularly like the OG stubby, but that's me. That's just me. Well, that's a fair. Well, then that's going to be more suitable to your 404. Yeah, that's going to be more suitable to you, definitely. And just Josh, yes, you should be. If you're using a mech, maintenance is safety, pure and simple. It's the with a mech, you are the safety, so you have to be really on top of your game when it comes to maintaining your mech. They're not for everyone, pure and simple, pure and simple. And you like that saying, "Do you, Mike? A limp noodle?" Well, it's true. When I got that, the Regenesis in particular, it was just yeah, it hit like Shirley Temple, mate, with a wet fish. You know, it was shit. But once I cleaned it, it performed really well. Flavour Craver, congratulations. I said it earlier, but congratulations to your daughter, I think you said it was, that passed the driving test. Great stuff, mate. Enjoy. Dave, I know you lick your mechs, mate. That's so you don't share them with anyone. You can lick me instead if you like. Unicorn Blends. Great to have you here, you little Welsh git. I hope you're well, mate. More than welcome, mate. More than welcome. White Walker, that's one of the big reasons, like you say, if they start to get warm, that's one of the big reasons why I run so many mechs at a time. One, there's super low builds in them, so they get hot, pure and fucking simple. So I can have a toot on that. I can put it down. I can pick up another one. I can pick up another one. And that's the reason why I do it. That and also everything is a different flavor, so I can really enjoy every time what I'm vaping. So I don't get sick of the one flavor. So yeah, it is important to me that I do that. Yeah, see, there you go, Mike. You've got 5 on your desk now. There you go, mate. And Cloud Chuckers, he has the stubby DNA 60 X-ray. It's in your daily rotation with the sturdy one using the early bird compass tank. Nice, man. If that's what satiates you, that's what satiates you. Look, do I take the piss out of people? 100% I do. But that's me. I'm a sarcastic fuck. You know, I admit it. But all I care about is that what you've got is doing the job for you, and that's all that matters. You know, yeah, that's most important. And Bunny, you're using the stubby X-ray. Good for you, Sweet Pea. You know, and like I said, I run super low. You know, I admit it. so my batteries go through torture. Excuse me, I'm just going to check my phone and say good morning to my wife. It's it's using a bit of common sense, but we all know that that's not common these days. God bless my sweet, beautiful wife. I love her. Morning, my angel. I love you. I hope you slept well. Yeah, so there you have that. And oh my giddy aunt, Dave Watman. Holy fuck. What'd you say they were? 10 core SSFCs. I got plenty of RDAs that'll fit. You know what I reckon they would work really, really well in at my resistance? They would work really, really well. 26 ply. There you go. I reckon they'd work really fucking well in the turnstone because it's got a such big gap between your post holes and it's got big post holes. So yeah, I reckon they would work exceptionally well in that. What are you saying, Josh? Piss taking is essential, especially in today's self-important, easily offended, and woke society. We're a dying breed. Categorically. I've said it. I call it Birdman etiquette. I don't have a filter. And if you can't handle me having a bit of banter with you, then don't be around me. It's very straightforward. Because you will know categorically the difference from when I am having banter and when I'm having a go at you. You will know straight out. You will know. There's no mistaking it. So, nice setup, Free Rider. That's awesome, mate. And JVJ, I got no idea, man. I think Bunny had the same sort of issue, and I would probably just suggest trying to find another tighter. Yes, Jane, you and I as a team, that would be hella frightening. Hella frightening. And if people weren't scared, they should be. Mike, you're talking about build specifics. As you know, I don't talk build specifics, but I can appreciate what you're saying. Yeah, it makes perfect sense to me. And I've got a bloke, not sure if he's coming up this weekend or next weekend, that wants to get his first mech. And so I'm going to spend pretty much all day with him going through it, how to use it, how to set it up, how to be safe. He's familiar with rebuildables, but he's never used or owned a mech. So he's asked for my help. So I'll help him out as much as I can. And Josh, you only cry because I'm not going to give you a cuddle, you fucking doodle. All right. Look after yourself, Cloud Chucker. You are great to have you here. Thank you very much for dropping in. I do appreciate it. Mate, if you can, you can. If you can't, I understand completely. But enjoy, mate. I'll leave you to it. Take care. And JVJ, thanks for that, mate. I always forget that. It's like I really should go and put where is it? My banners. I forget to put these on, It's particularly in the last couple of weeks, but I should say it more often. A very special thank you to the supporters of my channel. Shytots, Zero Mods, Flavour Craver, ModFog, SteamCraft Customs, and Dave Watman Coils. I appreciate you guys. You guys make a lot of this possible, and keep me in excellent coils and excellent liquids. So I really appreciate you. Yeah, White Walker, that's exactly right. Teach him about Ohm's law. Teach him about battery safety. Understand what batteries you are using. You too, Cloud Chucker. Understand the batteries that you're using. Understand what you are doing, and you'll enjoy you. Well, I think you will enjoy using a mech, and it's because mech vaping is completely different to regulated. It's not better, it's not worse, it's just different. And it's my preferred style of vaping. Fucking cost me a fortune, I know that much. That's a bugger 404. That's a bugger. Using my... Oh, I've got to remember that, you dickhead. You got to hold it when you use this one, because I push down because it's the button's not recessed. Creates a firing situation. So I've got to remember that. Yeah, look, Marky Hughes, the thing is with a mech is that if you look after it, it will never stop working. Pure and simple, unless you physically break it or you don't maintain it, there's nothing, in it to fail. If you buy a quality mech, that's the difference. I have seen some really high-end mechs where they've failed, and through use, like they've worn out. One that springs to mind is a Frankenskull. A friend of mine had one that he'd actually worn out the contact, literally worn out the the top of the contact where it comes across to your 510. He'd actually worn it out. It worn through. It was very, very, very thin silver, admittedly. So I got him some silver and just replaced the contact for him, and it'll outlast him now. Oh, White Walker. Oh, ouch. That's a lot of Bugs Bunny, but I can't say that I haven't spent that on a mech mod. Yeah, I've spent that on a mechanical mod. So in my money, that's $1,000. 404. I've seen an auto fire situation in a hexome. And again, the person that was using it, I trust, because they do know what they're talking about. And they showed me it. It was when you put the I'm starting to get a bit warm actually. When you put the batteries and sat them home, in as soon as you sat the second battery home, it started auto firing. But it's also knowing what batteries they were, and why it did it. So you got to do a bit of investigation as to why the batteries vented, pure and simple. So knock on wood, the only battery I ever vented was a AAA of all things, and it was in my computer mouse. Was when I had my old setup before I built the studio, and I'm sitting there having a vape, and I heard it start to sizzle, and then I could smell it, and I'm thinking, what the fuck is that? And then I look down, and there's smoke starting to come out of my fucking mouse. And mate, yeah, ripped the battery cover off, slapped the battery out onto the floor, concrete floor, thank fuck. And yeah, it has started to vent a AAA. Go figure. Just go figure. Mike, one of the Damascus Infinites. Yeah, I get that, man. I get that. They are fucking stunning. Absolutely stunning mechanical mods. They're impeccable. I don't know what the performance is like. and I love Oscar's work. Mate, like I said, I've got the Orion on my buffet tonight. The only one that Oscar made that to me didn't live up to expectations was the Hydra. The Hyperion Flip, the Hyperion V2, even though Oscar didn't make that, the Orion, the Pegasus, the Axis, the Magnus Squonk, all fucking brilliant. Love them. The Hydra, I don't know, there's something about it. I'm just not keen on it. So unfortunately. Gaming Vapor, I have a question. Why are OhmTech 21700s a tight fit compared to Molicel in my mech Squonk? They are actually so tight that you can't use them. Look, I can't answer it categorically, but I can give you a probable explanation in that they're built around a said standard, and you're going to have a variation. It could be battery wrap, could be one. The way that the positive connection is made. The analogy I'll draw is in tires. They are nominal dimensions. So 21 being the diameter of the battery, 70 mil being the height. The last zero signifies that it's a round battery. They're nominal, and you're going to have a variation. Molicels are marginally different to Samsung because there's always a tolerance, mate. So, yeah. 404 saying, I vented a 9-volt battery in school because I wasn't paying attention to battery safety. I built up an arcing circuit with a bunch of 9 volts in series. And damn, yeah. JVJ, I'm sorry, but I still like V8 engines, mate. I like mechanical mods. That's just me. I can appreciate them, the technology that's in them, the speed at which they can move. I got a friend that owns a Porsche dealership, and he took me out for a blast in one of the electric Porsches, and fuck me, frightening. So yeah, I can appreciate what you're saying, mate. And congratulations on the new purchase. Paul Cole, you had the same with the OhmTechs. Look, I will tell you, I use 2 batteries in 21700s. Oh, sorry, to the Life 3. I use Molicel P45Bs, Molicel P50Bs, and Samsung 30Ts. That's all I use. I only use Samsung 25Rs and 20Ss in my mechs. 25Rs for my series and 20Ss for my singles. And 2700 and the other batteries, it's a bit of a mixture. But yeah, that's pretty much all I use is Samsung and Molicel, because they just, for me, they work. Like I said, that's a personal thing. Mike, I warned you. I warned you how good that 02 is. I warned you. It just fucking works. And if you had the silver internals, not the copper, you'd be blown away. But yeah, that's that. So yeah, I get it. 404. Yeah. Sometimes you got to learn the lesson the hard way. Christ only knows I did a lot of the time. So anyway, I suppose we better get down to doing some building. So we'll do a butthole so I can reset that camera. And no, Mike, he doesn't. He doesn't just sell the internals. That I can tell you categorically. So we will get down and we'll flip over, and we are going to build an RDA. And I'll zoom back out. I just realized how close in I was. We're going to build a RDA for this beautiful series mechanical mod. The ironwood mech mod, all ironwood, the same as what the slug mod was made from, where this just has copper internals. Very, very simple. And if you look up at the top there, you will see the firing bar comes down, and probably not enough light in there. Just turn that light back on for a minute. You'll see the firing bar come down and make contact. So very, very, very simple circuit. White Walker, you want a 0.6 of a millimeter thick silver bar. Yeah, 0.6 of a millimeter, I'm sure it is. I will double check that for you though. So yeah, so that's how it works. You got battery adjustments on the bottom. Very, very, very straightforward. I am going to use a Nightmare V2. Nightmare V1 20 Mini. Good evening to you, Fresh. Hope you're well, and congratulations on your streams over the last couple of weeks. They have been brilliant. So I am going to use a set of SteamCraft coils. These are 3.5 millimeters. You don't need to know the specifications. That's on up to me. And let's see if I can open this packet. There we go. I've got the packet open. That's halfway to starting. Now I can get my fucking sausage fingers in there. Oh, there we go. There's the coils out. Put on some Anthony Ramellas, as Grim would say, so I can see what the bloody hell I'm doing. Nightmare V1, and let's get building. And we will get some cutters out. I don't need the coil cutting guide. And what are they? They are slotted screws. Oh, Mallory. Oh, you're a vicious woman. God bless you. Talking about someone with no filter. Oh, brilliant. One of the things I do love about the Nightmare is the size of the post holes. You can accommodate some really decent builds in here. Somewhere around there. Just cut that much off to start with. Have a look. See how that looks. I'll probably cut off a little bit more. Don't know yet. Yeah, take off a little bit more. Like I said, as you can see, these are not indexed. Get off there. Take a little bit more off there. Beautiful coils, these. I'm so blessed that I have coil makers that make coils that really, really suit me. About there. Yeah, people like SteamCraft, Dave Watman, GOT or Neil Tibbetts, incredible coil makers, absolutely incredible coil makers. Takagawa, great to have you here, my bro. Hope you are fantastic, mate. Now these are going to distort. I already know that. Because they are not indexed. We'll start with this side then. Got you there. They're not perfectly tight yet. I will tighten them up further. Oh man, that's shit here that you're working, but you've got to work to feed the habit, so to speak. And on a Friday night. But as long as you're well, my mate, that's great news. Oh, you just being a smart ass there, Flavour Craver. I am starting to get a little bit hangry. Geez, I got them somewhere near even first go. Damn. I said 3.5mm coils. This will restrict this RDA a fair bit. These are SFCs. Like I said, they're my favourite coil, SFCs. Actually, no, I won't say they're my favourite. They're probably my most used is SFCs. My favourite coils are Mohawks. But not all atomizers can take Mohawks just by design. So I think we're looking, I don't know, that one's got to come around this way a little bit. Let's have a go at that. And we'll tighten them up first. Make sure they're really tight. Yes. And yes. I think my neighbour owns a sun conure because it just sounds like a sun conure chirping away. So let's get the world's most beaten up Odin. I will paint this one day. Can't rush these things though. And they will come up from that. And I definitely don't want to be starting at 102 watts. Start somewhere around the 25 mark. Oh, bang on, 25 watts. Go me. There's a first. That was tin ass. Just move some shit out of the road. And don't go bumping. Oh, I've hit something. He's hit something again. No, you got another butthole. That was just my elbow touching the bloody... What the fuck? Fuck off. Shit going on everywhere. I don't want that. Go away. Go away. Now I'm having dangle clacks aplenty. Don't want that. Something's come up on my computer screen that I don't want. I'm just got to resort it out so I know what the hell I'm up to. So I don't miss shit. There we go. There we go. Right, let's start the process. Slow and steady. Fortunately, I charged these batteries last night. Now, I've got to make myself a little bit more comfortable. One is definitely heating up far quicker than the other. I'm just going to go and check that 510 pin, make sure it's working properly. No, Takagawa, you can run stainless steel coils in any mode that you want. Just be mindful if you're running them on a regulated device, or actually any, you will get variation in resistance on stainless steel coils. They will change resistance on you. That is something that you have to be mindful of. A lot of people use temp control so that the resistance stays solid, mate. That's the reason behind it. Well, cross the money, it's a 3mm fucking 510 pin in this, because I don't have the solid 510 in this. Is it 3 or 2 and 2.5? It's a fucking bit of an odd one. Sorry, I'm off camera, guys. It's a bit odd, that one. And I've got it tight anyway. And let's tighten that negative post, because this is not a brand new nightmare. It was one that Craig had. Yeah, I don't use temp control, Taco, but that's the reason. It's to help lock the resistance on stainless steel or said metal. I use, well, in the past I've used stainless steel on mechanical mods. The problem is, like I said, once it heats up, your resistance does change. That's just the way that stainless steel works. So okay, grab out that other set of grab out the ceramics. Like I said, I don't really like doing it with the ceramic end. Mr. Breezetones has got that thought in my head. Give that a bit of a squiggle in the guts. So, look, I still get variation in NI90 from when they're hot to when they're cold, but I expect that. Coming up, kick that power up again. At least they're glowing inside out now. I don't see any more hot spots in there. So they're good. That needs to be straightened up. That's on the piss. And got to go across that way a bit. Much more better or good. That rod's warming up. Thank you very much, Mr. Breezetones. Red Baron, good morning to you, my mate. Temp controller is redundant in my world, Red Baron. That's looking better. Now that I've manipulated it, wants to play silly buggers. And we're back to, I'm just checking that gap to make sure it's not touching anywhere underneath. And I think we're good. What's the final on them? Settings, atomizer, measure. Bang exactly where they're supposed to be, which means by the time they cool down, they'll drop back to perfect. So we'll let them cool down. We'll flip back over for a minute while they cool down. I can then have a vape. That Neapolitan's fucking delicious. Absolutely delicious. And it changes with the power. So pretty much Flavour Craver. That's pretty accurate. But Breestones, that's why this is a hobby for us, not just a cessation tool. So that's the other side of it, mate. So I'll cut off some cotton. The only cotton, in my opinion. But I am biased. I will say that. And I really don't care. I love my Cloud9, and that's all that matters to me. So flippy back over. Just split this down the middle, because like I said, to me, split down the middle is perfect for 3.5 millimeters. But that's me. I know some other people prefer, all right, Gaming Vapor, you take care, my good mate. Look after yourself. Some people say that it's better for 3 millimeters. I like it for 3.5. I just find that it sits in there whiz bang perfect for me. But it's all about your own experience. Mark, I've not tried 13 feet. I do want to try it. I started on Muji, and then the very first tin that came into the shop I used to frequent of Cloud9, I bought and never looked back since. But I have definitely not tried 13 feet. And I do want to try it, because getting Cloud9 here can be a bit of a bugger. So if I can find a regular source for 13 feet, I may have to convert, if it's any good. That is. Look, don't get me wrong. I still have. Oh, thank you, Mark. That's very generous of you, mate. I believe you can get it on Amazon. I may be wrong in that, but I'm sure someone will tell me. I still have a fair supply of Cloud9, but I'm just thinking further down the track. If I completely struggle to get it. So, but thank you, Mark. I do appreciate you saying that. And Mark, do I have you on Instagram or on Discord? Because if I don't, you can just hit me up on there, mate. Yeah, JVJ, I find Cloud9 is the most suitable for what I do across the board. I find from oh, I still love my Nightmares Bruce Tones. Go via the Insta, no worries, Mark. Mallory, I feel your pain. I really do. The Nightmare is right up there with my all-time favourites. The Kennedy is still my ultimate favourite. The Nightmare and the Nightmare, what the bloody hell is it? Asgard. Thank you, brain fart. Goon. And I've got to tell you, the Anunnaki. That is the one that surprised me the most. The Anunnaki is from Twisted Timmy. The only thing that I found that's comparable to Cloud9, and again, I don't think you can get it anymore, was KGB. But again, it was Australian cotton. And I tried Canna Adam, but wasn't a huge fan of it. So anyway, there we have that. And I'm going to put in alcohols acquired, good stuff. And put in an old school favourite from Franken Tones, the Yeah Nah Nah. Blast from the past. Well, that's pretty bloody reasonable, 404. That's very reasonable. And as you can see, this is a very, very well steeped liquid. It's not black, but it's a lovely milk coffee colour. And I haven't vaped this for an age. So let that absorb in a little bit. I just can't bring myself to that Maviton shit. Sorry if that offends anyone. Well, I'm not sorry, but I'm not going to sit there and pick out fucking seeds. Can you get a close-up of those coils? I'll try to. These are SteamCraft SFCs. That's as close as I can get you. See if I can fix that focus. Well, hang on. I'll do it this way. Where am I? There. There you go. It's about as close as I can get you and about as stable as I'm going to be. So well, I don't think you'd break it, Red Baron. One of the hardest woods that you can get, is my understanding. But I'm not a carpenter or someone who knows a lot about that. Is that saying new resistance? Yes, it is, because it's dropped back down to where it's supposed to be. Yeah, no, I couldn't be asked 404. Sorry. And from my understanding is that it doesn't particularly like super high power either. Anyway, let's put the cap on so I can clean that top of that mod, because it's fucking putrid. Get the do-rag, wipe the bottom of the RDA, sit that back down there for a mo. Taco, the wrist was doing better until I went and overworked it the last couple of days. But that's on me because I chose to do something that I probably shouldn't have done. So now this is an adjustable 510. So let's see if I'm going to need to adjust it. Because what I like to do is adjust it up and then back it back down. And I don't think that's making contact. Oh, okay, Robert Lawyer. Fair enough. And this is a conventional threaded 510 pin. Throw a couple of batteries in. There's one in. You're that way up. You're that way down. And see if we have vapors. No, so that's not making contact. Oh, okay, 404. Like I said, cotton is one of those things that it is very, very much user. There we go. Right. As you can see, very, very simple. Very simple. It does sit a little proud. It is touching the 510 plate, but the 510 is smaller than the diameter of the RDA. So it does look like it's sitting proud, which it is. Yeah, fair enough, 404. Like I said, mate, cotton is a very, very personal thing. So yeah, and it's what works for you. Cloud9 just fucking works for me, and it works for me incredibly, incredibly well. So you just get a little bit more drip into there. Let that make sure that's fully saturated because it is a series vape. It is not super low, but it's lower than what most people would run in series. And I love detonator style buttons. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Magnus is it's a fucking badass squonk mod, mate. One of the best I've ever used. Oh, this thing rips. This is ripping. Beautiful. And the yeah, nah, to me, tastes fucking unreal in series. Because the banana in it isn't candy. Like, to me, it's not a real overly sweet banana lolly type thing. And Breeze Tones, you're right. Some things need to be refined. As the main endpoint carrier for e-liquid, you want that shit as clinically clean as possible. Any contaminant from me is my fault. Agreed. And particularly for the, awesome cloud chucker. And Adam, I know you're a perfectionist. I did open that window. Actually, I better go and open that. Bananas pan fried in butter was the goal. Well, I reckon you pretty well fucking achieved it, Breeze Tones. Pretty well achieved it. You just got to open that curtain. Oh, you bastard. I call it a curtain. It's just a fucking bit of material. Because it's pretty fucking cloudy in here. I know with you, Breeze Tones, that the way you set up, you want it the same every single time. And that's the way you set up. I remember you saying that years ago. And that's fine. That's that's the way you work. So yeah, the birds are loud this morning. It's not super conductive. Bloody good, but it's not super conductive. And it's, even though it's hard edged, it's comfortable in the hand. And I think it looks sexy as fuck personally. So, but with the background on the yeah nah nah, then you get that sweetness of the banana. It just works really well. Well, that's Breeze Tone's dead right. No standardization can occur without some form of consistency. Yeah, I haven't heard the frog for a while, Jane. Haven't heard the frogs. Never had fried plantain. I've never had plantain, so. But yeah, when the frog gets underneath the shed and it echoes, oh my Lord. Bastard everything. But it's nature. And yeah, love nature. Well, I reckon that's a pretty fucking good. Pretty fucking good. We'll let that cool down for a bit. Put the yeah nah nah back over the side here. And we will get on to, I think we should have that one. Here we go. Rhinoceros butthole. So this build, I'm going to get out the Buddha from VC. We'll flip the ovaries. I'll zoom you back out a bit. So we're going to get the Buddha. Turn that light back off again for the moment. Okay. One, I have the overpowered stacked. Rah. And the easy dripper, I usually work on 3 pumps. No matter what it is, it seems to work for me. 3 pumps is enough, but that's after I've saturated the cotton. So we're going to have a look at the Buddha RDA, and it is going to go on to a purge. Shakedown. Mike, I just call fucking seagulls fucking ocean rats. I hate fucking seagulls. Shakedown was an exploration of getting a thick shake cream feel with the right roast profile of roasted peanut butter. Thank you for sharing a memory for me, Birdy. I'm not crying. You are. Mate, I've still got a couple of bottles left, so I'm rather grateful for that fact. So we're going to have a look at the 'Cobra by Matthew Hageman. And I'm going to put the Buddha on top. That's what we're going to check out now. And I am going to throw in some Dave Watman's. Well, mate, I hope that works for you, Cloud Chucker. So we have a look. This was not brand new. I shared this in a Zoom room. The state of this was pretty fucking horrendous, to be honest with you. It was fucking awful. It was surface cleaned. We'll leave it at surface cleaned, because it definitely wasn't clean. The grub screws were atrocious. I just haven't worked out whether I'm going to use the slotted airflow or the angled honeycomb. Don't know yet. The Vaping Brummy, good evening, mate. I hope you are phantasmagorical. And the O-rings on this are bloody tight. So there is not a lot of room in this. For a device this size, there is not a lot of room. And I have no idea what fucking coil size that I'm going to use on these. And these are some more of Dave's. These are some of Dave's SFCs. So I have I've never built this, and that fucking Ultim drip tip is not being used. Pure and fucking simple. Slotted screws. Yeah, Josh, I get it. I bought this off a mate of mine, and he told me it had been sitting for a very, very, very long time. And like I said, superficially it was clean, but I did have to do a deep clean on it because the screws were pretty fucking manky, to put it not too fine a point on it. These I'm going to struggle because these are not going to be very wide. So I'm going to say that's going to be somewhere around, we'll start at 7 mil. Start at 7 mils and have a look. And we go to 7. And we go, watch your eyes. Good job. Watch your eyes. Good job. That one stuck to me thumb. Where are you? Come on. Here you come. Thank you. And let's have a look, see at 7 mils what we've got. I know there's a bit of a dag there, so it wasn't a super good job. Yeah, that's better. Yes, I understand, Adam. I understand. I brutalise everything. 7 mils seems like it's going to work. And fix those O-rings up. That's why it was such a bugger to get on and off. The O-rings are not in the best condition, but it's a very old RTA. And I think 7 mils is going to work fucking bang on perfect. So say no to sideways screws. At least with this one, Adam, it's not like a velocity deck where it twists it. It would be if you were using the middle clamps, but these actually come in, so the screw comes in face on, which I think is a good thing. Yes, I don't like sideways screws either, mate. 100% I don't. Like a velocity deck. And I think I should be using the bigger screwdriver. Oh, I got you, mate. I got what you're saying. So this was Vapor's Cloud before Asgard's. As you can see, there's not going to be a lot of room for cotton because the cotton drapes this way. You could do, I could have done it so that one leg stuck in there, one leg went there because it's not indexed. Stephen Lane, great to see you, mate. Hope you are fantastic. There's multiple configurations can be done with this RDA. It is a fairly old RDA. I'm assuming that those screws are heat treated because they are coloured, and you could use the middle for a single, or you could run one leg in the front, one leg in the middle. There's a number of configurations. Vapor's Cloud, mate, back in the day, you know what the old rule was? Throw enough, throw shit at the wall and see what sticks. I think I'm definitely for a new pair of snips. They're no longer cutting clean. Unfortunately, they've been bloody good snips and they've had a fucking hard life. Mate, anything's fucking possible with me. I tell you what, I should get out to Colorado and do another build in the Colorado. I haven't done one in that for an age. And set that up to run on the big lipo. I think you can run up to 16 coils in the Colorado. Not that I've ever played that much with it. I just run four coils in the Colorado. Get out that twist that's there. A little bit more. So another one that had fucking Chinese. Good on yous, you bastards. Mind you, it is only breakfast time here, so can't say too much about Chinese. Right, sit that there for a moment. Get rid of that out of the road. Get rid of them out of the road. And let's get this poor, beautiful Odin. I use citric acid, Stephen, or a white vinegar water solution, and then use something like Cape Cod polishing cloth. We don't want that many watts. I just strip everything down, soak it in either a citric acid water solution, and then polish it with a Cape Cod. I use a variation of the Cape Cod. It's called Plimex, Plimex. But it's a jewelry cloth, polishing jewelry. So, and good evening, John Solomons. I hope you are well, my mate. Thank you for tuning in. Got to admit, since cleaning this thing, it's coming in. The coils are reacting very, very quickly and very evenly, which is a wonderful thing. And being that their SFCs, they can be a little bit of a bugger. Trying to get them all even. But Dave makes quality coils, so it usually I don't usually have much trouble with Dave's products, that's for sure. Oh, that'll be asking if it's new resistance, I'd imagine. Oh no, not quite. Okay, we will bump that uppy and double check. You bang on, Dave. Always, mate. Bang on, mate. Oh, I think we're good to go. I think we're very good to go. I'm going to use the slotted airflow. I've made my mind up, even though it's got a very interesting design. Actually, what else was in? What did I do with that box? Where'd I put you, you bastard? We'll go with the Delrin. If I can get it out of the fucking box. Because it comes with a Delrin chuff cap. No, I think it'll look better with the brass. We'll go with the brass. Stick with the brass. Now I haven't got the grip strength. Oh, have it wide open. The Buddha. I don't know if you can see that. Buddha. Probably too much glare. By VC. Get out some more Cloud 9. Nearly up for a new tin. It looks like there's a fair amount of drop down to that deck, so need a bit of extra. Just again, split it down middle, and these are 3mm, so I'll take a little bit off. Fairly even Stevens. Taking a little bit of the excess off. And slide you through there. Nice. To the deck on the 45. Don't need you anymore. So I'll give that a bit of a rake out. Okay, and we cut again to the bottom of the deck. Give that a little bit of a rake out. But with this one, because the juice well is so shallow, I'm actually going to put the barrel on to saturate the cotton. So I'll take that top cap back off. Put the barrel on minus my bead hair. Fuck me, they can come out a long way. A long way. Otherwise, I'm just going to be sucking in fucking air. And the problem is now that I'm doing this, it's going to fuck with those hot spots. Oh well, let's suck it and see. Bit of grandma's lemonade. But I can see why this would be such a bugger to clean. That is drowning in that, so I'll just get that to absorb up. Nice. You bastardised that one pretty bad, didn't I? Yeah, be hot spots galore, mate. I'm just about guaranteed, Taco. Only one way to find out, mate, and that's vape it. Working all right. Drip tip. If I can get it out of there. Oh, come on. That one's in there tight. That's what she said. And put you on there. Dirty, great big gaping orifice that it is. Back. What? Giddy up. Nice. And let's get out the Hageman. Like, look at the detail on this thing is stunning. Probably a little bit close. The engraving on this is just absolutely beautiful. And it's deep. It's tactile. I went to screw out these screws and put on the other firing bar that I have for it. And these screws are fucking chewed out. So I'm going to have to find some more screws for it. Little brass screws. I think they're either M2s or M3s. I've got some plastic M3s here, but I'll just buy some more for brass. But the Cobra on it is stunning. Absolutely stunning. And typical purge, 4 million threads. And what did I do with that 21700 battery I had? Must have miscalculated and didn't get out an extra one. Oh, that's okay. Out of the rack. Yeah, it's a beautiful looking mech. There we go. And battery. You can't go wrong, in my opinion, with a purge side fire. And I've got to remember which way is lock and which way isn't. I think in line from memory is unlocked. There you go. This has obviously got a very long 510 pin because you can see the gap at the bottom, unfortunately. But that's life. That's life with Sanyo, as people say. Anyway, we'll flip back over. Before we get there, we will do that. Okie dokie. Just putting a little bit more of Grandma's lemonade in there. Because I'll soon find out if it's got hot spots or not. It sounds like I'm in a fucking wind tunnel. I can definitely say that. Sounds like I'm in a wind tunnel. That's a lot of airflow. That's a metric ton of airflow. Van Nee, g'day, mate. Don't apologise for being late. There's no such thing. You're here. That's all that matters, mate. I do appreciate you being here. So I might just change over caps and put that honeycomb cap on and see what it's like with the honeycomb cap. So, because that literally sounds like I'm in a wind tunnel. Don't be silly, Van Nee. Not a problem in the world, mate. And like I said, these O-rings have look like they've had a very, very, very hard life. They've seen more than their fair share of action by the looks of them. And that looks pretty close to the money. That's pretty close to the money. Still feels like you're in a snorkel. That is better because it's nowhere near as not whistly, because whistling is not whistling, but it's not as so much wind tunnel effect. Thank you, Dougie. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, please like, subscribe, all the rest of the shit. So I think we've had 2 winners tonight. You can't go wrong with this. You really can't. And this is just yes, turbulent. Someone's favorite word. They like turbulent airflow. Fuck off. I like smooth airflow. Just a lot of it. Well, I think I'll be on that for the rest of the day. It's been an age, and banana's a bit funny with, like, I'm a bit funny with banana. There's not many that I like. It's like the Lcious banana butterscotch custard. I can only vape that for a little while before the banana gets overpowering for me. The is the same, but turbulent airflow and moist cotton. The is the same. blending that peanut butter thick shake with the fried banana, I can only do it for a little bit because it becomes too sweet for me. But I don't particularly like sweet liquids. I much prefer a citrus, like a zesty flavor. That's why I like the limes and the lemons and so on and so forth. And thank you, John. Yeah, the sound, it's much better with the honeycomb airflow, even though it's on the piss. But I think that would do better with series coils in it. I might rip those coils out and put a set of series coils in it. I've got a brass guard that's set up on series, so I might swap them over, take the coils out of the Asgard, put them in this and Vicky Versi, because I think that will suit definitely, John. Anything's better than crackle. I think that will suit better, and I'll put the Buddha on the Fenrir from Vaping Delights and put the Asgard on the Slam piece. I think that will be much more suitable. All natural and spicy. I only have spicy, mate. It's the only way I know how to vap. So that is my go-to situation. Hot. Most people would call it spicy. Grim likes the way I say spicy. Fucking, I haven't drank much coffee this morning. Wow. That's really surprising. And I'll put that back in the box for the Buddha so I don't lose it. So that's back in there. So that was from my vape mail 2 weeks ago. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 2, maybe 3 weeks ago. And again, I've had slam pieces and sold them because I wanted something else. But that I've never had a Hagerman. And the engraving is super deep, but it's not sharp because it's an older device. The hard edges have been worn down on the brass, so it's actually really comfortable in the hand. And Sidefire Mix, I love them. Just grip and rip, and the throw on the Purge is just about perfect, whereas the throw on this is on the Orion is quite stiff. So, well, I think we're at 2 hours 10. I think that's pretty much me for the night. We'll give you one last butthole. My favorite butthole in a bag. Love a butthole in a bag. And again, thank you to the supporters of my channel, Shytots, Zero Mods, Lcious Flavours, ModFog / Flavour Craver, SteamCraft Customs, and Dave's Coils. I do appreciate you all. Hey, Kaploppy, have a wonderful weekend, everyone, and take care. Hope to get to see you again next week. Thank you very much for your continued support, and I will say good night for this week. Take care. Bye for now, and all the best.
Banter with Birdy, his moms take flight.